A novice eager to learn the ropes or an aspiring bread making master looking to perfect your skills, the Early Rise has gained a cult following on social media for some of the freshest loaves in the Bay Area. Here to share more about how she is rolling in the dough is owner and baker of the Early Rise, Lila O'Boyle. Lila, thanks for being here at Live in the Bay.
Thank you so much for having me.
I have died and gone to heaven. All of these carbs are right up my alley. I'm so excited to dive into all of this, but I want to learn a little bit more about the Early Rise and kind of how you got started as a baker.
Yeah, I've just been baking my whole life. As soon as I could reach the counter, I was baking, and it grew into a passion. And during the pandemic, I had twin babies at the beginning of COVID, and this was kind of my thing for me, and it blew up from there. It resonated with people. And
incredible. And so how did you kind of gain this big following on social media and really just dive into that?
I just started posting because it felt like something that made me happy, and it resonated with people, and it somehow just blew up, and I kind of saw what worked and went with it.
Incredible. And one of the things you also do is teach classes. Not only can people pick up your bread from you, but if they want to learn and really, because it's a trick, it's an art, it's not super easy to bake, but so many people got into baking, like you said, in the pandemic. So tell me about your classes that you offer to teach people and to help them refine their baking skills.
I do one-on-one consults via Zoom. You can book that on my website. And I also do group classes for friends and family. It's a really fun girlfriend thing to do, and also for team building events for companies.
So much fun. What is something that maybe surprised you as you kind of started this baking business and just saw how drawn people were to bread?
That it is a hot topic. I was very surprised at how passionate people are and how much they are willing to debate bread online.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't dive into that, but now this is really making me want to. Maybe I'm going to have to take some of these classes and refine my skills. I want to talk about some of the things that you brought here. This is kind of a collection of the different things that you offer. Why don't we start on that end, and you can explain kind of what you brought.
So every week I offer porch pickups from my house on Friday afternoons. One of the biggest sellers is my potato and onion focaccia. It's nice and crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside. I also have just started making these cinnamon rolls. Everything that I make is naturally fermented, which means that I use sourdough starter. Most people assume that it's just like this style of loaf of bread, but all of this is made with sourdough.
Oh, okay.
I also offer my baguettes. This is my Not Dave's sandwich loaf. And of course, the classic country loaf. I offer these every single week, and I also have recipes for all of these online.
Ooh, and so how can people place their orders to pick up their fresh bread? And do they have to come pick it up from you on Friday? How does it all work?
Yeah, so every Sunday I drop a menu online. It's super easy to sign up. You get a text or an email, depending on what you prefer. And you can order on Sundays through Wednesdays. Friday afternoons, you come by my house. It's quite a wide open window from 4 to 8 p.m., and you pick it up.
So fun. Okay, you've brought these two right here, which we're going to score. Yes. So explain what scoring is, because it's this bread right here, right?
Yeah.
But what exactly are we doing?
So if you don't score your bread, then there's these gases that will just erupt wherever they want.
Ooh.
So what you're doing is you're directing your loaf to do what you want it to do, so that you have a loaf of bread that is even on the inside and tastes delicious and doesn't have like one giant huge hole somewhere in the loaf.
Oh, because like it can like have a bubble and that kind of messes up the bake. Okay, well, you're going to teach me how to score, and yeah, take me through. What should I do?
Great. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is you're just going to flip your loaf out.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I have here something called a lame. You don't have to have it. It has a razor blade on it, so be careful.
Okay.
And first what we're going to do is make a cute little wheat stock, which everybody loves that trick. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the top first.
Does it matter which side?
Nope.
Okay, just a little line.
It's perfect because I'm left-handed and you're right.
Okay.
And then you're going to go in at an angle and just do a bunch of these little marks. Kind of until whenever your heart desires.
Like out this way?
Yeah. So you did the top here, and now you're going to do the sides.
Okay. Side.
Yes, look at you. It looks amazing.
Okay.
And then you're just going to do the other side.
Oh, I see what we're making here. Okay,
yeah,
cute.
You're good at it. So that's essentially going to look like this.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if we can put that down here. So that's the side that's going to have that. And
then you're doing the expansion, which this is what is going to tell the bread where it's going to open up so beautifully.
Okay.
You're just going to go right down the middle.
Oh, wow. Right down the middle.
And you did it.
Okay. And does it matter kind of how deep you cut? all of these
It does,
things? Yeah.
quote unquote, matter, but what really matters is that you allowed the yeast in the dough to eat through the flour for long enough.
Okay.
If you have done, that's called the fermentation. And if you've done the fermentation right, then the scoring, you can mess it up and you're still gonna have a beautiful loaf.
Okay, well, beautiful. This is kind of the finished product once you put it into the oven. It bakes up beautifully. Like there you have your little decor.
Yeah.
This is so fun. Lila, remind everyone if they want to place an order with you or just learn more information, where can they find you?
You can find me at theearlyrisebaker.com. It'll lead you to my recipes, to book a consult, or to sign up to pick up bread weekly on Friday afternoons in the Outer Sunset.
Well, thank you so much for joining
you.
us. This is so much fun. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
To learn more about baking the perfect bread with the Early Rise, we'll also have a link on our website. Head to liveinthebay.tv. When we come back, a new crime thriller series that gives a glimpse into the fast-paced